Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler Video Series V's I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try a food and drink item. Excuse me. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. A more professional YouTube channel would have restarted the intro after that hiccup, but, yeah, this is the sampler platter. You get what the fuck you get. Well, we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And yeah, that's absolutely the case. I didn't even think that this would be a thing yet because we're really not that close to summer yet, but at this point, Red Bull seems to just make their own damn rules as to what season, like sometimes they skip a season. When was the last time they had a fall flavor? I don't know, but this certainly is the boom Red Bull Summer Edition White Peach Energy Drink. Ooh, it's all fancy schmancy. Let's see if we can get a thing for the thing here. It looks like, oh man, the freaking sun. I hate the sun. Why must you mock me? Looks like that, and we'll just kind of like maybe, yeah, there we go. Go ha 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 ha. Let's give it a go. I did the peach one, or the spring one not that long ago. But then the spring one came out way too early, too, so I don't know. Open. Open, 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 open. I bite my fingernails, so I can't dig under there very well. This one, honestly, I mean, it seems very generic compared to some of their other ones. Just white peach. Does smell peachy, though. Let's give it a go. Okay. That's not bad. The last one... I'm trying to think of the last one that had peach in it. No, I'm thinking of the pear cinnamon one. Pear cinnamon one I loved. That was one of my favorites. Okay. This one's not bad. I reviewed a fair amount of, like, peach-flavored sodas throughout the course of doing this show. A lot of them come from Japan. Like, peach seems to be a bigger thing over there than it is over in most parts of the United States. Certain areas, I know it's, a big deal. But you don't usually see our beverages here flavored with it. Some instances, for sure. Crush occasionally will do, like, a peach flavor and stuff like that. So this is kind of reminiscent of those, especially with it being a white peach. So I don't know exactly what the hell the difference between a white peach and a normal peach is. Maybe it's less sweet. I don't know. Here's what I'll say about this. I like it overall, but there's issues. I like the peach flavor of it. It's genuinely nice, and I think it carries well. It's not... Peach is one of those things, and maybe this is less of an issue with white peach. I don't know. But peach-flavored stuff, for me, is one of those things where it can be very easy to go overboard with it, especially when you're using, like, artificial flavors. And the peach goes from being this, like, nice, fruity, sweet thing to this more sort of earthy kind of vibe that I've never been that big into. Mangoes kind of do the same thing for me. Like, they're good to a point, and then after that, they fall off a cliff. This does not have that problem. It's a nice, distinct peach flavor. You know it's peach, for sure. And, like I said, it carries well. It drinks very nicely. So it has some nice things going for it. Overall, I like it as a beverage. However... there is a point where as the peach flavor, that nice sort of, sweet peach flavor starts to descend, you get a little bit of that Red Bullish energy drink flavor. And it's, to be fair, some people, obviously Red Bull is a very popular drink. I have never really liked base Red Bull. Like, even when they went over there, because I'll always remember I was working at a supermarket back in my teenage years, and they went over there and they changed the formula for the American market because the original stuff wasn't that palatable. And I tried it, and I was like, this still tastes like horse anus. And I've grown to live with it a little bit, but like, I really never drink normal Red Bull. I don't like it very much. So when they do the flavored versions, one of the things that I'm always very mindful of is, are they doing a good job of masking, that flavor? And I would say this one, by and large, yes. But there is a point where it just fritters away just enough where you can kind of get a little bit of it, and it has a little bit of sort of almost like a slightly bitter taste to it. And I don't like that part. It's about 75% of the way through the drinking experience, you just kind of get it, and it's just, and then the aftertaste is a little, So it starts strong, it holds strong for most of the experience, but the tail end is not my favorite part of it. It's not horrendous, though, but it is, for me, noticeable. Yeah, like right there. It takes on a slightly different flavor profile that for me I'm not into. I don't. But that all said, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Sure and sure. I like peach flavored stuff, and it's always kind of a joy when you get to enjoy peach flavored stuff, especially again here in America, because and I mean there's obviously peach stuff here, but this, for what it is pretty well executed. It's definitely not my favorite Red Bull flavor that I've had recently. The winter one, what was it, like Winterberry or some shit like that? I really liked that one. I thought that one was really good. So, I mean, it's always going to be a little bit, but I do think that it's overall a nice flavor, even if, again, I'm not super thrilled with the sort of the tail end. It's also, again, a little bit more generic than some of the other ones that they've released, in recent years, where they'd see, try to be a little bit more exotic. I guess with this, it's white peach, so it's gentrified. I don't know. But it is overall a tasty beverage. I can get behind it. Like I said, but it's just not my personal favorite. But I would probably get it again. Now, if I'm recommending it, sure, it's nice. If, you enjoy the flavored Red Bulls, I think this is a nice one. Red Bull, for their part, they rarely miss when it comes to these things. I think they probably realize that their actual stuff doesn't taste all that great. So, when they do put out these flavors, I'm sure they want to make it appealing and interesting for people like me who, I'm not going to buy a normal Red Bull. But if you throw something that's, actually tasty at me, sure, I'll give it a go. And I think this works within that capacity. If you like peach flavor, it's got a good peach flavor. And the overall of it, even though, again, the tail end isn't my favorite part, I think it's nice. So, yeah, give it a go. It's around for the summer, even though it's nowhere near summer at the time I'm doing this. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly peach-tastic rest of your life. Because, again, peach is good. It's, just right quantities and in the right circumstances. It's a wonderful thing. Plus, President's of the United States of America. If you know, you know. It's in your head now. You can dance along with me. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal opinion when it comes to, peach beverages? Do you think we need more of it, or do you think that, maybe they're as well represented as they need to be? Because really, again, with like the exception of Peach Crush, which I did review, by the way, like my first year of doing this, I reviewed that. The only other one I can think of off the top of my head, and I know there's been others too, but Coca-Cola did a peach variant years ago, and it was like kind of special and fancy and stuff, and I actually rather enjoyed that. I was sad when they got rid of it, but let me know your opinion. Anyway,